Testing, testing, microphone. hilarious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror books once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to as a woman. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. If someone as gentle as you. I used to say that. But if a story makes me think or makes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually write about things, cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Get That Back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your cones, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sir sews up the menu and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some of them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time as we all meet, we can share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the group. Isn't that right, Brendan? Hold on, just the one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry I may have convinced you to stop by, but I've never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with the dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Brendan, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. You're right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sorry your wraps around me, don't pick up the note. Hey, you really did scare me there for a moment. If you really just came for these cupcakes, I would have been super angry. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Brendan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I actually impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Brendan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's why Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our own way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and make a good fortune that will find me. And I guess that it better, Kenny? Should be better. Tell me. Come on. I know you're typing in chat. No, how isn't it better? I just turned it down a lot. There's no way it's still really loud. There's no way it's still really loud. Change the sound. There's no way it's still really loud. How about now, Kenny? Tell me, is it better or not? How about now, Kenny? Is it better or not? Is it better or not? Oh, how about now, Kenny? Okay, good. I'm just gonna turn myself off. Anyway. It might pause for a second because XSplit like automatically does like a BRB mode. Anyways, I'll do one for Sayori. This be one like this. Yep. Friends. Rose. Hey, don't go back to your show. Come back. It's not really funny. This is actually a dark game. Like, it does turn dark. This isn't just what you think it is. I'm still watching your chat. You're still watching. I know you are. No, I'm never going to play Fortnite. Don't even say that one. Well, watch this, because I might or may not know how to fix this. And the story doesn't go dark. Possibly. And no, no, we aren't playing. I'm not going to play Fortnite. That's one thing I'm not going to do. If you want to know my honest opinion, it's just a rip-off of PUBG. And the only reason it took any fame is because a couple YouTubers decided to play it. Anyways. Dang it. Missed one. Missed another one. Keep missing this. I need to get it right. Ah. I feel like this is more of a Yuri one. Yep, I knew it. I should have known that one was wrong. Which one would it be? This one. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think I'm starting to get it. And all these I go. Daydream maybe? Yeah. Which one would it be? Peaceful. Yeah, there we go. Okay, desire. Nope, wrong one. Okay, of course. Hi, Brendan. Glad to see that you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. No, don't worry. This might be a little bit strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was at least to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Brendan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sorry told me that you don't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for somebody who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Skillfully defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Brendan always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little bit jealous. How come? You and Brendan can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation that she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry I made it sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. This is... How could this girl accidentally... Blah, blah, blah. She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little bit too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Yeah, me too in real life. I close my eyes and end up listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like it's all that, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't sound the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in first place if it's a literature event. So if it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? Well, what kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes. Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of this event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her, unlike me who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. I'm not sorry at all. Hold on, we're gonna save it right here. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. They're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all over there. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is really hard to get it right. I don't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Try to wipe the stain off with my finger. But no one ever noticed that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Hehe. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. Half we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Does this even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Okay, we're not gonna read that. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look so much better now, so, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer one more. Phew. That was so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are actually taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share poems we wrote now? Yay. Reddit, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote her the composition notebook. I can already see that Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Tuki and Yuri reluctantly complies while reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I'm gonna go Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing out Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Brendan. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sorry, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Brendan poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy it's just that you wrote one. Just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Brendan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things for other people. That's something really only good people could do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way that you go through the blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want a breakfast. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to just say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I got all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh yeah. Next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's go with Monica. Hi, Brendan. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Brendan. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? That's sort of that barrier we'll have to all get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. That's so. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Well. We're gonna save right here. Turn. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way that she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You're sure you're not reading into it too much? Well, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. In any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she's likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that somebody so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, well, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each in their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style to suit you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way that everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not that good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. Noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film out left in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you should call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Just save it. Oh, it's okay. Turn. You should say I had some kind of epiphany recently. I've been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. So I'm kind of nervous about talking about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on this specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Let's go with the Netsuki. Well, it's about time that I expected someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'd like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just to be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easier to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like a setup for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. Turn. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish the reading. Hold on, we're gonna take a break for a second. let's get back to normal. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Gary buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, try to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter and then try to form it into the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. I don't know, Kenny. All I know is that I timed him out. For just a second. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly if that's a rare opportunity for her, which is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air out of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That was a good poem. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? Wasn't thinking that at all. I was. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I couldn't really read that. That was hard to do. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I don't. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. I did. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Ooh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Brendan. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Also, Kenny, you're a moderator in there, so I mean, if anybody comes in here being real stupid, you can do whatever you want. Also, I'm probably going to end the stream once I get to this next poem. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it in that way. I haven't even thought of that. It's really true, though. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everybody was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem from the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I did have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked for someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, Renan did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ouch, man, that's a painful burn. And Brendan liked my poem too, you know? He even told me that he was impressed by it. And Tsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Ooh. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Brendan appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. How you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself... Hold on, we're gonna make a save right here. I would deliberately go out the way to make myself everything I do look overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna read that. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Brendan. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Brennan. Well, wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings with the meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Brendan? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Yeah, I have no choice here. I don't really like either one of them. Though I really don't like her. She's evil. So let me go with help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're gonna make your friend feel like this? Brendan. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. Sheer immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everybody to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words, and Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're not gonna read that. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in turn. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Aha. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes we're weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That's foreshadowing. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you feel about sharing poems? It's a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Brennan, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. Say, right here, turn. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I honor myself with newfound determination. Brendan, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. He. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent so much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Brendan, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you getting along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori has caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that no more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an international monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, here's where I'm going to leave off, everybody. It's been a pretty good game so far. Hopefully we're not too torn up about what's going to happen, because I already know what's going to happen. But I will see y'all tomorrow.